Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
Tonight's production is that angst-ridden allegory of alliterative alienation.
What?
Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis.
In a small house in Prague, Gregor Samson awakes one morning to find, incredibly and horrifically, that he has changed into a large beetle.
A Volkswagen Beetle?
Oh, shut up.
Ho-hum, la-dee-dee, another fine old morning.
Oh! Will you look at that? Incredible and horrific as it may seem, I've changed into a large beetle overnight. I've got 6 legs. What am I going to do? I've only got 2 pairs of shoes. I have to wear my slippers as well. I can see it's going to be one of those days.
Gregor, you'll be late for work if you don't get up soon.
Mother, I've got a spot of bad news for you.
What's that, darling son?
I'm a beetle!
What a boy. Well, nobody's perfect, darling. Come and eat your ipsy-pipsy cocoa Twinkies before they get hot.
Gregor scuttles to the kitchen.
You weren't joking. No son of mine is going to work looking like that.
Is it very bad?
You remember your acne?
Yes.
Well, it's not as bad as that, but it is bad.
Uh-oh. Better phone my office. Tell them I've turned into a loathsome pustular beetle.
Rent-a-kill?
What?
Sorry, wrong number. Hello, Mr. Beastly. Gregor won't be in today. He's a vile and gross insect. Oh.
Well?
He said, so what's new? And he wants you in the office, and now.
Okay, I'm going.
Gregor.
What?
Straighten your tie.
Right. I'm going. Let the world shriek. Let the world scream. I am what I am. Que sera, sera. So long, dear mother. Oh, and put that rolled up newspaper down. You're making me feel nervous. Uh-oh. Beatlemania!
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
And tonight's production is that searing saga of the Spanish Civil War, featuring everyone's favorite freedom fighter, Bobby Jordan, in a dramatization of Ernest Hemingway's For Whom the Bell Tolls.
My name's Robert Jordan. I was in the Spanish Hills. It was 1939, and I had a lot of Franco's fat fascists to fight. I had holed up with a band of desperate desperados, and we were to blow up Le Grande Bridge.
Hey, Inglese, go to the bakery and get me 3 cheese rolls, a torchona and pickle rolls, and a bag of crisps. Here, I'll take this self-loading automatic carbine, these grenades, all this gelignite and TNT, this Thompson submachine gun, the Lewis gun, a baby howitzer, 10 shells, and this Mauser.
Isn't that a bit excessive?
You're right. I won't have the bag of crisps.
Inglés, I'm an old man who will live until I die.
Brilliant, Pablo. That's homespun philosophy at its most empty. You know, I'm just a bridge blower. I'm not a thinker.
Oh, I have killed more people than the typhoid fever. Mr. Machine Gun, Hikawa.
It's great. You know, I just want to blow up the bridge, you know? That's all I want to do is...
Amigo.
Then I saw Maria. I admired her tawny brown skin, her high cheekbones, her long, lithe legs, and the shape of her small, uplifted breasts under her blouse. Hey, Maria, my little rabbit. You'd be beautiful if your hair wasn't cropped so short. I called her a little rabbit. You know what rabbits do. Hey, little rabbit, come and share my sleeping bag.
No way, you boring, macho, sexist pig. I'm off to my female assertiveness class. Then I'm personing the phones at the Women's Affairs Committee officers. So go beat your meat.
I think she was warming to me. But my real purpose here was to blow the bridge. I just want to blow up the bridge. I just wanted to blow up that bridge.
Peace! We have won! We're at peace!
Yeah, I still want to blow up the bridge, or let me blow up that
shut
bridge.
up, Inglés! Who cares what you want? You're only a second-rate fictional character. Anyway, where's your passport and your work permit?
We do them fast on this show to help you revise desperately. feeling pretty desperate tonight. I know that feeling, don't worry, I've done it all. We're still in theatre, and we'll be back tomorrow night with The Great Gatsby, if you're studying up on that one. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Find out what the F stands for tomorrow night. The Second Thoughts note. Well, we found out what F. Scott Fitzgerald, the F stands for, and it's Francis. And I said, oh, how incredibly dull. And Edmund, who rang in with this piece of information, that's the kind of guy he is, he said, well, what do you think he called himself F. Scott Fitzgerald for? It's because it's Francis. And I suppose when you put it like that, then it's understandable, isn't it, really? You wouldn't want to go around being Francis Scott Fitzgerald. Sorry to everybody called Francis who's listening tonight. I'm sure this must be coming as a great shock to you, that some people are so embarrassed about that name that they've abbreviated it to just the initial. Now, Edmund is in fact going to be treading the boards himself soon. He's in a play called Gaslight. He's drawn the part of the inspector. He's a little bit concerned it might not be a very big part, a little bit like the spear carrier. Because, of course, that's where you generally start in the theatre, with the role of spear carrier. So Edmund's a little bit concerned that that's what he's pulled out. Incidentally, just on a theatrical note, how many actors does it take to change a light bulb? Well, yes, it is in fact 9. 1 to change the bulb, and 8 to say, darling, that could have been me up there doing that. Because they're a bit like that, aren't they? Darling, could have been me up there. You were great tonight.
855 and also on 873. 104.4 and 95.1.
Nightdrive does it with more frequency. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 30-second theatre.
Tonight's production is that juicy, jazzy jacuzzi of a jaunt through the racy, rich reaches of East Coast American life. F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby.
It's the tangy 20s and a J. Gatsby's fantastic mansion. One hell of a fantastic party is in full swing.
Golly gosh, Charlie's got swimmies in the pool.
Don't drink it there, Charlie. That's too much already.
Fishes.
I'm going in too.
But darling, think of your evening gown.
Too late.
What you did
Do you want some bubble? I'm going in as well, I am.
Me too. Such a thing to do.
And me, top hell.
And me, bottoms up.
Waiter, why are they all jumping in the water?
Too much lemming in the drinks, sir.
Meanwhile, inside his mansion, Gatsby is involved in a heavy situation.
I suppose, Gatsby, the latest thing is to sit back and let a Mr. Nowhere darn well make love to your wife.
Your wife loves me, Tom, old sport. She only married you because I was poor. Now I'm loaded and she darn well loves me.
Daisy?
Yes, it's true. Now that he's up to his armpits in dollars, I darn well love him, Tom.
My God, but Daisy, I darn well love you. Once in a while I go off on a little spree, but I always come back like that time at the hospital.
Little spree? 12 nurses pregnant, and all you went in for was a checkup. You degenerate. You're a one-man gangbang.
Well, I had to check that everything was working all right.
Daisy's leaving you, Tom, old sport.
Not for a common chiseling swindler, she's not.
No, for me, old sport.
My honour's at stake. We must spar. Put up them dukes and all that jazz.
Into grovel the butler.
Sir, some young ladies to see Mr. Buchanan. Oh...
Thomas Buchanan! It's time to face the music, pal. We're all in a family way.
Come, Daisy, old sport, let us quit this vulgar scene.
I'm with you, Gadders. Bring the bubbly.
Gravel, prepare my auto.
Can't say no tires. Have you forgotten the world-famous rubber shortage of 1925?
You ain't forgotten that old rubber shortage, Thomas.
Tonight's presentation, The Great Gatsby, and we're back with more tomorrow night at 8:30.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience.
Tonight's production is that tale of ghastly, ghoulish, gothic goings-on from the morbid master of the macabre, Edgar Allan Poe's Fall of the House of Usher.
Through the swirling mists of an ancient forest, a fatigued, besooted young man approaches a ruined old castle.
Oh, it's scary.
Don't be a wimp. You're wrong, sir.
Hi, I wondered if you ever considered double glazing your Gothic chateau.
I'll fetch the master, sir. And, let me take your knife. Your coat, I mean.
The master arrived. Hello, how you doing? You doing all right? Good. Come on, sit down. Plus, Ed, the butler tells me you're in insurance.
No, double glazing.
Hey, interesting. You must tell me about it sometime when I'm not listening.
What?
Sit down. Have a drink. Plus, Ed, bring some AB Reese's Negative 84.
Bubbling right up, sir.
Do you know much about hemoglobin?
Sorry?
I think you'll like it.
This is dropping hot blood, though.
Yeah, isn't it?
What's that? A wild woman wailing!
Pass, Ed. Turn the tape push down.
Oh my, look at that! Those hounds of blood have just mauled your butler to death and chewed his body into 70 pieces. There's blood all over the place.
Ah, good. We can restart the cellar.
But it's a horrible mess.
Oh, well, the cleaner will do for me. Let me show you to the cellar.
The master then shows our hero to his basement of sin.
The pit and the pendulum are here.
It is like a pit, you're quite right. Even the decor, crikey. Hammer House of Horrors?
They supplied the cushions. Now, into the pit.
It's a pain to heat. You'll need cavity wall insulation.
The pendulum blade will swing lower and lower and chop you up. Tick, tock, it swings. Tick, tock.
What's all this tick-tock stuff?
I've got a lot of time to kill.
Will our hero be saved? Or will he suffer more cuts than the NH?
To be continued.
A dip to the archive. 30 seconds theatre for revision. 8:33, the professor back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 30-second theatre.
Tonight's production is a dramatization of everyone's favourite cheery, charming and cherished childhood fable, C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Edmund, Peter and Lucy have been sent to their uncle's ramshackle country house for the summer holidays. One rainy day, they are playing sardines. Lucy is desperate to find somewhere to hide, so she slips under a bed in a spare boudoir.
Gosh, this isn't holiday. Just the place to hide from rotten Edward and putrid Peter.
Enter putrid Peter.
I think I know where old Pissy Lucy's hiding. She's under the bed. Found you, na 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 na.
Oh, you absolute swine slug, Peter. How did you know I was there?
Because you're a silly girlie and girlies always hide in obvious places. Here, let me in beside you.
Oh, Peter, what are you doing?
Listen, let's do something absolutely wizzo. I'll show you what I learned in biology this term.
Peter, put it away, you'll go blind.
The door's opening. I think someone's coming in.
No, it isn't. It's the wardrobe door. Golly, let's hide in there. It's much better.
But it'll be all dark and then I won't be able to show you what I learned in school.
Oh, don't be such a trippy doo-doo, Peter. Come on.
Lucy and Peter sneak into the wardrobe just as Edmund enters the room.
From the other water, Edmund. Let's go even further back into the wardrobe.
Look, it's getting light. What's happening? We're coming out into the countryside. Look, it's sunshine.
Oh, it's Bavaria.
Oh, you sissy, Lucy. How can you tell that?
Because there's a 12-foot flashing neon sign that says, Welcome to Bavaria, and a drive in a Bodie 95 hamburger bar, ice cream parlour, cinema, and social security office.
Golly gooey gumdrops, this is super. Hey, let's be King Peter and Queen Lucia of Banania.
Gosh, yes!
We'll have a castle where we'll reign in the evenings. I can show you what I learned at school in biology.
Yes, and then we can go home to have tea with macaroons and cream cakes, icing sugar and liquid saccharin.
Hold it.
Hurry, that badger can talk.
Right. Banania is a cooperative and highly aware ecosystem, and we don't have any kings or queens. We're a Bananian republic.
Oh.
So you better push off home.
How?
Well, follow the 12-foot flashing neon sign that says Lucy's and Peter's uncle's place.
On the other side of the wardrobe, Edmund is waiting.
Peter, if you've been doing gerbil reproduction with my cousin, I'll bop you on the conch. I will.
Oh, Edmund, we've been to Banania. We had no time to get fruity.
A revision service to our audience. 30-second theatre.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 30-second theatre.
And tonight's production is a sensationally salubrious and saucy sally into the milieu of the monstrous musical. Roger and Hammerstein's The Sound of Music.
Sitting alone with my copy of Tiger, thinking of soldiers that make my hair curl, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Bom, bom, bom.
Candles on cold nights that tingle and sting. When I'm feeling bad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so sad.
Mummy, Mum.
How can I be your mum? I'm a nun.
Mum, we ain't got no clothes to wear.
Well, I'm just running some up out of these old curtains.
But why curtains?
Because there's no other material about.
But you're a woman of the cloth.
Shut up. Here you are.
Oh, no, there's still a curtain pole in this dress.
Oh, pull yourself together.
Mum, the nasty Nazis are coming.
The German army, don't be balmy.
Guten Tag, we are court stereotypes from the Third Reich, and we are armed to the teeth with nap axes, so watch it.
Are you a Panzer division?
Yeah, how could you tell?
By the tank top you're wearing.
Yeah, our tanks have run out of petrol. We need to use methane. Line up the villagers. They must fart into our petrol tanks.
No, we are pacifists. We don't believe in farting.
Very well. Let me persuade you. Herr Lieutenant, bring in the secret weapon.
Oh, no!
Yeah, squeeze their bottoms to get the fart.
No, not the anal vice.
Yeah.
Anal vice.
Major, why not use that hill over there?
Good Himmel! Look, that hill is steaming and wobbling like it is alive. Shut up! Why is that hill so wobbly and poo-smelly?
That's not a hill, that's a great big goat-toad.
Yeah, that is a good note to end on.
That's a favourite. Rogers and Hammerstein's, as done by us, The Sound of Music.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 30-second theatre.
Tonight's production is that scorching, sexy, suburban sizzler, raunchy, randy Ray Cooney's Run for Your Wife.
Nightfall bored, middle-class housewife had invited Barry from the squash club to her house one evening, whilst her husband, Gary, was supposedly in Bahrain on business.
Barry, this is awfully wicked. If Gary found out, he'd divorce me in a flash and turn your face into pizza.
We live on the edge, chick.
I thought you lived in Reigate.
Cut the tiny talk, doll. Let's make love.
Oh, Barry, you're so much hairier than Gary. It thrills me. That could be my husband, Gary, back unexpectedly. Oh, quick, Barry, in the closet.
Right.
Larry?
Hi, have you forgotten our illicit rendezvous?
Yes. No.
Invite me in. Let's make a Lloyd.
Quick, Larry, hide in the cocktail bar.
Hi, Mandy. You alone?
No. Yes. No.
Let me in quick. I desire you. Let's make, Louver.
It's not a good time.
I'm blazing with passion. Let's snog.
Quick, hide under the rug.
Hi, Mandy.
Terry.
I brought Sandy, Candy, and Randy. Let's have some team games.
Oh, my God. It's my husband. You lot, pretend you're cushions on the settee.
Hi, honey. Planes cancelled.
Oh, go away.
What?
Go away.
This is my house. Don't talk to me like that.
I'll talk to you how I want to.
You will not. I live here.
Oh, stop arguing.
Who's all this, Mandy?
Sandy, Candy, Randy, Terry, Barry, Harry, Larry. Gary.
My wife and I were just having a Barney.
Who the hell's Barney?
32nd Theatre, whatever happened to the other 31, and tonight we'll also be putting out that top 20, yeah? Know what I mean? Well, it is the last show, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
Tonight's production is a terse, intense, and interesting adaptation.
Really?
Yes, featuring everyone's favourite angry young man, Jimmy Porter, in John Osborne's Look Back in Anger.
Laura, I thought I told you to stop that infernal tap dripping.
You fix it, Jimmy. You were here as well, you know.
Oh, you call this living?
Hush, Jim. I won't iron the shirt.
Yes, that's another thing. Stop clicking into the buttons when you iron, will you? My whole head is reeling with the noise.
Oh, Jim.
Don't apologise, you sycophant.
Uh-oh, who's rattled your cage then?
What a stupid expression.
You got out the wrong side of bed this morning?
My bed's against the wall. I can't get out the wrong side if I want to, you moron.
Jim, don't start
Well,
again.
he's really annoying hell out of me.
Cliff isn't trying to annoy you.
Well, he spoke to me, didn't he?
Only making conversation.
Well, don't, you steaming git.
Jimmy, please stop it.
Look at him, you great Snowdonian divot. You just sit there like a flaccid Welsh willy all day in, day out. Why don't you get up with your pimply Carnarvon bottom and do a day's work?
What's that, boy?
You haven't even got a proper Welsh accent, you dumbo.
Come on, Jim, calm down.
Hear that. It's more like an Australian with laryngitis and a lisp and a limp and leprosy.
Why are you so insulting?
I get up early and practice.
All you ever do is rant and rave.
No, sometimes I sleep.
And even then you make a heck of an old snore.
Oh, pardon me for breathing, why don't you?
Jimmy, you're only trying to be nice.
Yes, well, I hate people who are nice. I mean, here I am, going out of my way to insult you two, and you don't even have the decency to take it to heart. It's all, oh, ho, Jimmy, what a card. We forgive you. You know not what you do. It makes me so angry. You're so pious, it makes me puke.
That's enough, Jim. I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
Oh, yeah, you and whose Salvation Army?
Jim, for pity's sake, you're like a bear with a sore head.
Just get on with your ironing, will you, woman?
I'm having a cup of tea.
Oh, that's rich. My old dad worked down the pit for 48 years without so much as a tea break in all his life, God bless him.
So how come you got confused then?
Oh, don't start bringing facts into this.
Jimmy, you're impossible.
No, I'm biological.
Nobody ever wins an argument with you.
That's not even true.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It is, and you always have to have the last
No, I
word.
don't.
You do.
I do not.
You do.
I do not. I do not. No, I do not have to have the last pleasing word all the time, all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
And tonight's production is a chunky, hunky, runky-punky production exposing the evil underbelly of anarchy at large in the London of the late 70s. An adaptation of Alex Cox's new cult movie, Sid and Amanda.
Sydney, stop laughing and get me some grub.
I got no money, honey.
Go out and get
I
some.
can't.
Of course you can. You're a star. So go out and shine and stop sniffing that grub.
My nose stuck in a tin.
Go out and sing and play.
I can't play, I can't sing, I'm through bacon.
Exactly. It's what the kids want.
I can't even stand up properly. I love you, Nancy.
And I love you, Sydney. But if you don't get me some drugs, I'm going back to Ronnie. He knows how to treat a first lady.
Nancy, I love you. You wouldn't do that.
Well, one screwball destructive maniac's pretty much like another.
Yeah, but I am an anarchist. I am an antichrist.
Well, it's nothing to be proud of.
I know what I want and I know how to get it.
Well, why do you sit around your bum then? We'll never go anywhere. At least Ron will take me to Nicaragua to laugh at the peasants.
I don't want a holiday in the sun.
Hello, Ronnie. Sid and I were only, pogoing.
That's a lot of junkie, Nancy. This is where I start shooting up the joint.
No, Ron, you smoke joints, you don't shoot them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 30-second theatre.
Tonight's production is that dark, daring, delving into the depths of double-dealing, devil worship, Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus.
I am Faustus, physician, musician, dietitian, magician, and a general all-round smarty pants. But I'm bored with life. With these spells, lines, circles, signs, letters, and characters, plus a little salt, I shall conjure up the powers of evil and make a pact with the devil. Cave canum, cum geranio salis, in vino veritas, reducto ad absurdum. He arrives! He arrives!
What's your mate? How's it going? All right?
What is this apologetic apparition manifesting before me?
Yeah, less of the aggro of the eardrum, pal, mate.
By the great divinities of darkness, who are you?
Leave it out, pal, all right? I am Satan, ain't I?
You jest! You do not know the dire consequences of your levity.
Yeah, knock it on the head, mate, or else I'll stir-fry your ghoulies and then you look a price, Charlie, wouldn't you?
Cease! You mock my magic. I will have you turned into a slimy, crawling thing.
Yeah, it's been done before, mate, so leave off, brother. It's getting a bit boring, know what I mean?
Begone! I command you.
Command, eh? Look, Tosh, I am he. I am the Prince of the Black Beyond, Beelzebub, the Bent Angel, the horrible host of Hades. I'm your worst bleeding nightmare come true, pal. Don't mess with me, mate. I'm a certified maniac, all right?
It is you.
Too bleeding right it is.
Oh, Lord, of all that is naughty, forgive a foolish old buffoon his ignorance.
Yeah, you didn't recognise me, did you?
Well, I thought you'd be taller.
Yeah, well, the recession's hit us all, you know? Now, Mr. Freddy Faustus.
Doctor.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Dr. Freddy Faustus. What evil and wonderfully wicked pact would you like to make with the top geezer of the underworld, eh? Come on, don't be shy.
Very well. 3 things. Firstly, I would like to control an imperialistic power that is now in decline. Secondly, I would like to invent monetarism. And thirdly, I want to create mass unemployment.
Oh, you little devil, that is well out of order. Oh, that is evil. I don't know if I could let you. I mean, think of the suffering. Oh, yeah, think of the suffering. I can see it all now. All right, I'll buy it. But 3 conditions.
Anything, just state them.
All right, number 1, I have exclusive rights to your soul. Number 2, you have a sex change. And number 3, you marry a right little Herbert called Dennis.
Oh, very well then. You do drive a hard bargain. Good gracious, here I am, out of the blue.
parted the Red Sea, but I got 32nd Theatre onto Nightdrive on time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
And tonight's production is that modern classic by Samuel Beckett, Waiting for Godot.
Act 1, Scene 1. Enter Godot.
Hi.
Godot, what the hell are you doing here?
What's up, Vladimir?
Are you crazy? What are you doing?
Sorry?
You're not in this play. You're ruining it. Get out.
I know. Well, I wasn't going to come. It's just that...
What?
I've been evicted. I had nowhere to go.
What do you mean evicted?
Well, my landlord's steamed round demanding the rent and the bank's been on my back and my gyro's delayed.
Look, I know you've got problems, but this is an existential exploration of the vacuity of being, and quite frankly, you're just spoiling it.
I'm sorry. I just needed somewhere to doss for a while. Just a couple of days of floor to sleep
Sorry,
on.
Godot, old boy. There's nothing to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
Tonight's production is a pithy portrayal of poor people's plight, featuring everyone's favourite hopeless hustler, Willie Loman, in Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. Willie is talking to his sons, Biff and Pat.
I'm slowing down, boys. I'm too old for the road. Just this morning I was overtaken by a milk float.
So what?
A stationary one.
Oh, Pop, you've been selling for more than 35 years. Won't they even give you a pension?
No, son. When you're too old to sell, you're told to live in this country.
You ain't old, Pop.
Just look at my face.
It just looks lived in.
Oh, what by? A hippie commune?
You sure is funny, Pop.
Hey, Biff, you got a vacuum cleaner?
No, Pop.
Hey, Biff, you want a vacuum cleaner?
No, Pop.
They're real good. Blow as well as sun.
Look, Pop, I don't want a vacuum cleaner.
See, I told you I was too old to sell. What you gonna do, Happy?
Is you happy? Well, I'm happy on the shop floor. I date a lot of chicks. I'm okay.
Women, ain't no retirement fund.
No, but they are tiring fun.
What about you, Biff? You know I like your costume, but you're a lazy bug.
There ain't no hope in this country, Pop. Ain't even no hope to old JC.
Jesus Christ.
No, job center.
No.
Look, Pa, you spend your whole life chasing an American dream, trying to be somebody. But all you got is the ice shutters at 3 in the morning because your income can't meet your expenditure. That's the way it is with capitalism.
Hey, some kind of a subversive?
I just like chicks. Chicks, I understand.
I've had it. I'm gonna commit suicide.
Suicide? That's the severest form of self-criticism.
You don't care.
Huh? Yeah, of course I care. How can you say that, Pop? I don't want you to top yourself and all, but if you do just happen to, blow your brains out, do you think I could have your old Johnson record collection?
Oh, you're all heartless in a heartless world. I'm gonna do it.
Crikey. Oh, well. The trouble with life is that you can't leave before the end. Oh, did he say the vacuum that blew as well as that? Happy, don't be filthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
Tonight's production is that classic,
the towering tragedy of your favourite Scandinavian world, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. Hamlet, your daddy has been enough to earth. Something's rotten in the state of Denmark. Revenge me! Hey, why don't you do it before your papa? To be or not to be? That's quite a good line. Only begin. Enter Laertes and Ophelia. Oh, got it. I knew him pretty well, Laertes. He was my best mate. Oh, he was my best mate. No, he was mine. He something was not. He was mine. What so? Was it? What? Was it? What? Take that, you Mummy, he cut me. Thou art slain. Or I die. The rest is silence. Shut up, Ophelia. Chief Inspector Fulton for us, I presume. Hello? Looks suspiciously like a Jacobean revenge tragedy. Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is perhaps an enormous cultural experience. Second theatre. And tonight's production is that washed-up tale, that Flotsam and Jetsam jammed jamboree. Wow. Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. After that fateful shipwreck, I had traveled 5 years on this infernal island. I had goats, sheep, a cassette recorder, and a parrot who could talk. Hey, sorry, mate, want a disposable razor? I was happy. Sometimes the loneliness was unbearable. I saw you, you'll go blind. But I was resigned to my fate. Then, when I went to stay while walking on the beach, a man's naked footprint. I saw and heard nothing. Then he emerged from behind a bush. He was tall, dark, strong, and sickeningly handsome. He was a pretty boy, then. It entered my thoughts that it was time to get me a slave, or a servant, or possibly a companion. But slave was baby, get the dog for me, a slave. Hello, Negroid. I'll call you Friday. No, I'll be out Friday. Call me Thursday. You will be my slave. Slave? Go home. I ain't got no time for that imperialistic crap. I gotta run the surf shop at Club Rumpo. What manifestation today is Club Rumpo, please, sir? 18 to 30, man. Come on down, or get on up. Ah, yes. Round, get around. I'll get around. Great, man. Faustus, you look alright, huh? Come on, man. Don't worry. At Club Rumpo, drinks are free. Mountain sunshine, there's enough for everyone. All that's missing is the obligatory horse and vomiting, lecherous, sexist, moronic British beer boys hell-bent on shagging all the women of Western Europe while busily boozing and belching to oblivion. But don't worry, you can suntan. All right, you persuaded me. But what about Albert, my talking bird? Don't count your parents, man. He's in the one tiki bar, surrounded by hooligans and grab the skirt. Hello, darling. Want to come play with my lawnmower?
Well, this will go.
Well, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. 32nd Theatre.
Tonight's production is that radical red revolutionary rap, featuring everyone's favourite despotic pig Napoleon George Orwell's Animal Farm. Human beings is defeated by the advanced communist forces of the animal kingdom. But pigs have become self-styled rulers of the new regime. Order! Order! Now, comrades, assembled members and petty things, we have a reform man the oppressor. Let us chant our animal slogan. 2 legs fast, 4 legs good. What about chickens? We've only got 2 legs. 2 legs fast. 4 legs good. And chickens are okay as well. Thanks, but we're still getting a raw deal. Where are your pay? No, they've got a grain of fruit and not a grain anywhere. Look, son, we allowed you a pig to become leader because we thought you'd bring home the revolutionary bacon. Well, I did. Oh, you're an animal. We hens are loaded from a pecking order. They're fed only a poultry son. It's chicken feed. Oh, shut up. Stop, Chop them out. Oh, Mr. Hobbs, how am I doing on the gallop? Oh, thank you very much. I'm Mr. Show Jumping from Kingston. Pick on his cargo. Do you and your members think Show Jumping should be reintroduced? No, lad, not at all. I know him to agree, even I have a ballot for him. Just the world of evening. Oh, yeah? I know about the millipede tendency. I keep my ear to the ground. Joseph, darling, eat them up. Right, now, where's the canine collective from Beckett? Go through a dog. Right, now we'll have full control of our revolutionary party once more. Let us sing the red flag. Oh, fish is more than birds. So, I think that's a thank you on that, brother. Really the full, right from space. What's that? I really should have set the red rag flying here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the British Broadcasting Corporation is proud to present exclusively for the listeners of Nightdrive what is, perhaps, an enormous cultural experience. Battle Second Weather. And tonight's production, that raucous recounting of Robespierre's tongue-twistingly torrid tale of terror, Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Seasons. It's 1789!
The boardroom of the Townsend Bank in London. Sir Thomas Townsend and Mr. Jarvis Lorry are deep in conversation.
We must privatise the London to Paris Coach Company, Mr. Lorry. The Lorry Company, did you say? No, the Coach Company. Why did you say Lorry then? It's a name, idiot. I must make more money from selling the shares. What's about the come in Lorry?
Meanwhile, the flames of revolution are fanned across France. Marie Antoinette is standing on the balcony of the Palais de Versailles.
Your Royal Highness, the people are starving. Don't you mean cake, Your Royal Highness?
The incompetent drunkard Sidney Colson, more ridiculous even than Geoffrey Archer, has been sent by the Townsend Bank to Paris to arrange the privatization. However, the French Revolution happens to be taking place in a cafe where Sidney Colson is drinking himself to oblivion.
How am I going to sleep? Monsieur, the Revolutionary Guard is coming. You must meet car. No, Coach Company.
2 Revolutionary Guards burst in.
No, I must say you. Which way to the car company? This way. No, Coach. I must explain to the car. No, listen. It is a better thing to be privatized. What's he saying? No, that's not right. This is a far better thing. You go too far. No, that's not good. I will not put the price in your pocket. Don't lose your head. It paves the way for a far Monsieur, you are a coward. Democracy, you are a coward. No, yellow belly. This is a far better, a chicken in the basket.
wonderful, wonderful. I would like to show them us. Who's the man who goes to know?
It's not bad, I suppose.
It's the night,